Alright, I have a little bit of information about the Daxter missile low jump bug. Shout out Majora for looking into this some more. Some debug text here on the screen. Oh, you can't see my cursor. Okay. Downforce here is pretty important. This is like whether it's trying to push the missile up or down. If it's positive, it's pushing up. If it's down, if it's negative, it's pushing down. Ground height plus offset. This is basically where the game is trying to put the torpedo, and then this R body position Y is where the torpedo actually is. So like right now, the game wants us at 3 meters, but the missile is at 2.9997 meters. So it tracks this flag called underwater, so we're underwater right now. It's kind of weird because it still uses that flag even when you're over the ground, but anyways, it's whenever the position of the torpedo is below where the game wants it to be. And so it makes the downforce positive to push you up and slowly push you closer to this target value. So we'll get really close. I don't think it actually hits 3. It'll hit like 2.999, and you'll see the downforce like calms down basically to 0. Yeah, and then it stabilizes here. And this is what normally happens. This is fine. You get normal jumps here. So when you do a jump, you'll see when you start the jump, you have a really big positive number because it's pushing you up. And as you come down, it's a really big negative number because it's pushing you back down. But yeah, so that's what all this crap means. So what's the problem? Problem is a few things. When you're over ground like this, there's these small little bumps. I'm going to do it on the next one. So you'll see right now it wants us at 11.1695, and we're a little bit below that, so it's pushing us up right now. Thinks we're underwater or whatever. So we're getting closer. Now there's a little bump in the collision here, and something funky happens here where the position it's trying to put us at drops. Right there. Suddenly it drops by 0.03 or whatever. And now we're not underwater anymore. We're above the target position. So suddenly the game has set our downforce to be this big negative number because it's trying to push us down to where it thinks we're supposed to be. Whenever this happens, if you jump, you get a low jump. So I'll try to unpause and jump right away. I might miss the jump. I might not get the jump, or I might jump late, so it may not give me a low jump, but we'll try. Yeah, see, I probably did it too late there. Let's go back. I'll see if I can do another one. Okay. Okay, so let's try to jump. Yeah, you see I just got a low jump there. And that's because I jumped while the downforce was this big negative number. Okay, there we go. There's another low jump. So sometimes this weird behavior where you get these negative downforces can actually happen in the water. I think it has something to do with how you ride the torpedo off into the water off of one of these surfaces. I'm not exactly sure. Yeah, see, didn't happen there. Yeah, I still don't really know exactly how it gets triggered from being up here and falling into the water. It just seems to happen sometimes. But I do know a more consistent way to trigger it, which is you literally just ride over this part here. So yeah, you see the downforce is like freaking out now. It's flipping negative every few seconds. So I think what happens here, right now it thinks we're underwater, so it's pushing us up, but it overshot. So now we're above water, so it's going to try to push us down on the next frame. And now we have this big negative downforce, and if we jump, we'll see if I can do it. I didn't do it. I jumped too early, I think. And the problem is once you jump, you sometimes get rid of it, question mark. I'm not entirely sure about that part. Okay, so we picked up the bug again. Let's see if I can pause buffer a jump. Oh. A low jump. Okay. so we're no longer underwater, or it's going to figure it out this frame. Now we low jump. Yeah, there's a low jump. Yep, there's a low jump. There's another low jump. So, what have we learned? Any jump up here can be sketchy, because any little bump in the collision could have it forcing you to the ground and give you a low jump. And then, yeah, sometimes in the water, you'll get oscillations that also can give you low jumps at random times, but you just jump and they go away, it seems. Oh no, see, okay, I jumped that time and kept it. I still have it. I still have it. Yeah, see, this happened to me last night and I couldn't get rid of it. So yeah, I don't know. That's kind of how it works, I guess. Good luck.